Hello everyone and welcome to Home, a unique horror adventure by Benjamin Rivers. I'm going to get right into it. Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single setting. Wear headphones, turn off the lights. Well, I'm wearing headphones, but it's the middle of the day, so we'll see how that goes. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. Oh man. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Click. Oh. That house. Where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kinda warm. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna go downstairs yet. Can't walk and hold it up at the same time. This has been a while, I know, since my last video, but the desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but yeah, open the drawer. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? I really shouldn't have been going through this stuff, getting my fingerprints everywhere. Uh-oh. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and my pants. Oh man. I had to get out of there. If that man died in the hallway, what was the blood doing there? It's true. Sir, your footsteps are really loud. Really very loud. Really, really loud. Downstairs we go. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. Who was Rachel? I don't know. I bet you it was Rachel. She did it. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. What's that noise? Do you hear that? Who goes there? Whatcha? The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. There were scribbles of all kinds of random scraps of paper and notes about some kind of water tower. Did you mean the one by the old train yard? I don't know. Dang it. I'm only gonna push... Okay. Well, if you insist. Oh man. Oh, God, that's squeaky. A black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? Yeah, of course. Like, pretty much, I don't know why I would keep it, but I just knew I would need it. Obviously. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. So this is supposed to be like a super fun indie game type deal. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. How long had this been here? Rotting. The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead a long time. So maybe he's just a slob. Go downstairs again. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? Sure. Random interaction. Yay. Collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? This was an odd place to keep yard tools. What would they have been used for in here? Murder. Oh. Photo similar to the old one I picked up. It had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I put it? Of course. Something must have been open somewhere. Oh no. I'm walking loudly with my loud, loud feet. Walk, walk, walk. Oh, 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 oh. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Down the stairs. Ah! Oh. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. Had I been sleepwalking again? Was that how I got into this house? The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Well, if you insist. Okay. Didn't like that noise. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I'd found a way out. I must have moved it. I must have moved it, right? Yes. Finally gave. Before I go down there, however. Oh my gosh. Oh. There was tape there before. Right? There was tape there before. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few notes. Key card, locker, last one I promised. It didn't make much sense at the time. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was dizzying. Somebody else is in this house. The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wonder if the man's wife who did the cleaning or him. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. Thought I saw what looked like treetops. Seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. Okay, I'm freaking out a little bit. I will say. A little bit. There's a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down? Of course. Gotta get out of here. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Footprints in the dirt looked like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot. Places all over were marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings matched the scribbles I saw in the bookmarks upstairs. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first. I needed to see what else was down there. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? I tucked the small handgun in my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Why did I take the gun? I don't know. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled. Ew. Oh. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. None of it made any sense to me. Nothing about Rachel or me was written there. Maybe... Whoops. Maybe I needed to keep looking.